Yeah, so Shubham, we are live now.
Hello, students, teachers, mentors. Welcome you all to our first expert session on artificial intelligence and ChatGPT by none another than Suman Pandit, young professional at Atal Innovation Mission. I know you all are eagerly waiting for our first session to start. So here we are on 10th of June, starting our first session. And I am just repeating, we have got a stupendous response this time from all over the country for Tinkerpreneur. And we just know how excited you are to start your journey for this Tinkerpreneur. Okay, so just over to you, Suman, to introduce yourself and we can start.
Okay, so hello everyone. Good afternoon to each and all. So thanks everyone for tuning in today on this exciting session where we'll try to learn artificial intelligence and ChatGPT in detail and how we can use it for ATL Tinkerpreneur 2023. So first of all, I would like to congratulate all the students and mentors who are participating in this edition of Tinkerpreneur. As Shubham just recently mentioned, it's going to be bigger and larger than ever this time, with more than 25,000 students participating. So before starting the competition, so as this is our first session, let's take a look at what actually Tinkerpreneur is and what all things we need to do in this edition of Tinkerpreneur. Okay, so first, let's understand what Tinkerpreneur is all about. What are the important dates and objectives? Shubham, would you like to share your
Yeah,
thoughts?
sure. Thanks, Suman. So yes, reiterating all of you, what Tinkerpreneur is. Tinkerpreneur is a 7 week long boot camp designed to empower students with digital skills and entrepreneurship skills necessary to create your own digital ventures. ओके मैं हिंदी में भी बताता हूँ और हम ये पूरा सेशन ऐसे ही रखने वाले हैं. इंग्लिश में भी बात करेंगे, हिंदी में भी बात करेंगे. तो ये 7 हफ्तों का एक लंबा वो बूट कैंप है जिसमें आप लोग बहुत सारे स्किल्स सीखने वाले हो. पहले हफ्ते में 18 स्किल्स, डिजिटल स्किल्स जो आपके किडेक्स पोर्टल पे ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल करा दिए गए हैं. आप सीखिए उनको, ट्राई टू लर्न दैम. ओके, एंड देन देयर वुड बी प्रोडक्ट स्किल्स, देयर वुड बी एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप स्किल्स. उसके बाद प्रोडक्ट स्किल्स सीखेंगे, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप स्किल्स सीखेंगे. तो आराम से आप अपनी जर्नी को ट्रैवर्स कीजिए. अभी पहला ही हफ्ता है, आराम से देखिए क्या कंटेंट प्रेजेंट है, उसको ग्रैस्प करने की ट्राई कीजिए. एंड देन ट्रैवर्स योर जर्नी इन अ स्लो मैनर, इन अ स्टेप वाइज मैनर. Okay, so first week, focus yourself on acquiring these digital skills. Then think about what the digital product you want to make. Okay, then go on further to make that, define your product and getting those entrepreneurship skills. This Tinkerpreneur will start from 8th June, has already been start from 8th June and will last till 24th of July. ये Tinkerpreneur हम already कल launch कर चुके हैं 8 जून को, और 24 जुलाई तक ये चलेगा. आप अपने सबमिशन, फाइनल सबमिशन 6 अगस्त तक कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, सो आप आराम आराम से सीखिए सारे स्किल्स, अपने मेंटर्स के साथ टच में रहिए. हमने कल एक मेल शूट कर दी थी आप सभी को जिसमें से आप अपना देख सकते हैं आपका मेंटर कौन है, मेंटी कौन है. कुछ जो बच्चे और मेंटर्स जो बचे हुए हैं उनको मैप करने के लिए वो आज शाम तक पूरा हो जाएगा. सो डोंट वरी, जस्ट स्टार्ट टू लर्न अबाउट व्हाट द स्किल्स आर. ओके, या सुमन, नेक्स्ट.
Okay, so just repeating it in English also, because on YouTube live chat we are seeing that most of the people are telling that please repeat in English. So Shubham, would it be possible to repeat it in English also? A
Yeah,
summary
yeah,
of.
surely. So Tinkerpreneur is a 7 week boot, 7 week long boot camp. Okay. Try to start learning the digital skills, product skills, and entrepreneurship skills. All the content has already been made available to you. Okay. But go stepwise. Okay. Start learning with the digital skills, which are 18 of them. Okay. Go stepwise, learning each of them. Try to build your own digital product like a website, a podcast, uh, uh, an app or something like that. Okay, take help of all these digital skills, try to integrate these digital skills into your product, come up with a product in the second week. Okay, build your product and refine your product, and then there would be entrepreneurship skills to groom your product further. We have expert session aligned to each week who will give you industry insights, how they have traversed their journey on that particular skill. The Tinkerpreneur has already been started on 8th of June. Yesterday, we have shooted a mail to all of you. Okay. And there we have two links for the mentors and the mentees to know each other. Okay. There are some mentors and some mentees yet to be mapped. That would be done by the end of the day. So don't worry about that mentor-mentee mapping, but just start the journey. Try to learn new skills from here on. Okay. Yeah. Next
Thanks a
slide,
lot.
please.
Thanks a lot, Shubham, for this exciting introduction. So, students and teachers, hope we are clear with what Tinkerpreneur is all about. Uh, we are just seeing that there are more than 1,000 people watching us live. So, all the people who are watching us live, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so that you are regularly updated about what all aim is coming around. Coming up to the next thing. So let's have a look at what new stuff is coming up this year in ATL Tinkerpreneur and what are the top prizes and rewards that you can win by participating in this competition.
Sure. Yeah. So this year, the rewards would be there would be certificates for all the participants and mentors. Okay. So first thing first, let it be clear, all of you who have registered, who are participating here, okay, will get the certificate of participation. Please make sure that you are active throughout those 7 weeks and participating it well. Okay. Then we would be announcing top 100 of you basis evaluation metrics. Okay. And all these top 100 would be linked to Indian School of Business through a very special program called Atal Catalyst Program. There, the ISB mentors, the Indian School of Business mentors, would be mentoring you further, and top 10 out of these top 100 would be receiving funding as well to place your product over the Play Store. So isn't it a great opportunity, guys? So please,
Exactly.
yeah, please make yourself available and active for all these 7 weeks. Whatever the product you think about, just go about this journey, learn this process. The process is more important rather than these certifications and the result. All of you are in the same zone, frame of mind. So don't worry at all and be with us for whole of this journey. Okay, and then there are special rewards for the mentors as well. We would be announcing top 75 or 100 of those mentors. Uh, and all these mentors are across the country. So, thank you, first of all, for all of you for volunteering this support. Okay, and yes, there are some new elements for this year. As Suman has already stated, we have got the record breaking registrations this time. So, it is the onus of AIM to bring you some new things and some new spices for this year as well. So we have collaborated with Spotify and we would be coming up with special podcast in 12 different languages. Isn't it exciting? So don't worry if you are from Tamil Nadu, if you are from Assam, if you are from Odisha, we are bringing up 12 different languages special podcast which would be shared in a day or two over email, the link of that Spotify channel. And yes, week wise, we would be putting up those podcasts over that Turtle Tinkering Labs Tinkerpreneur 2023 channel. Okay, so you would be getting week wise, like for example, starting from week to Tamil, week to Assamese, week to Kashmiri, all of these 12 regional languages podcasts are available. So don't worry about that. And yes, this year it is open for all schools, whether it is ATLs and non-ATLs, and we have come up with a new and updated interface over the KidX portal as well. Okay, so without further ado, let us come back to the main topic, Chat GPT and interactive AI, artificial intelligence. And I know this has been a very interesting topic for all of you. It is coming of age and been trending for long since past 2, 3 months. But it is the onus for us also to make it more usable and more responsible way. All of that is in this next 40 minutes of the session, which Suman would be taking care of. So yes, Suman, over to you for starting on this session. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Shubham, for the nice intro. So students and teachers and mentors, let's start with what we are actually here for, the session on learning artificial intelligence, generative AI, and ChatGPT. So hope you all are all excited. Yes. So I can see the excitement in the YouTube live chat. Keep your comments coming in. So what we'll be discussing today, these are the broad basic things that we'll be discussing today. First, we'll discuss about what AI is, what ChatGPT is, how to use it, and where to use it. So we'll be trying to keep this session more and more interactive and more experiment based. So there will be many instances where I'll be just minimizing the screen, going on to ChatGPT window and some other tools also. So we'll be going there and we'll be trying to experiment, write different stuff, and see how you can use it for your Tinkerpreneur journey. So as Shubham also mentioned earlier, like Tinkerpreneur is basically building digital products. So I think most of the students participating in this edition will be building their first ever digital venture. So basically, just to make it clear, a venture is anything a kind of a small digital startup that will be trying to identify and solve some kind of a problem people are facing in the society. So just a tip before starting Tinkerpreneur, try and identify one single problem which is very unique, very novel, and very innovative. Take that problem, try to find out what exactly are the areas you're going to solve, how you're going to solve it, and then what you'll have to do is that you'll just have to go ahead and implement the solution. So starting with the AI and ChatGPT session. So first, let's have a look at what artificial intelligence is. So artificial intelligence is a very simple topic. It's in the trend a lot. Like you hear over it many days. Like whenever I go on Twitter, there are at least 4 or 5 threads which keep on telling about how AI is cool, how you can use AI, and what are different type of tools that are coming out. If you go to various websites, then you will see that there is like a lot of new tools coming over every day that uses artificial intelligence to make your life much more easier. So we'll be trying to have a look on these tools, some of these tools, and experiment with them. And so so if you want to explain AI to a kid, so how you'll be explaining it? So AI is nothing but a kind of a intelligence, but that is artificial. So artificial intelligence is nothing but intelligence which is artificial and in a machine. Okay, so we can generally just say that it is something that simulates human intelligence so that they can act like us. Now, let's try to make it a little bit more simpler. Consider this is a box. Okay, this is a simple system that has no information, just like a computer. Does your computer have any information or any intelligence? No, right? So you need to program intelligence into it. So by using different type of softwares, by using different type of hardware, you are actually teaching it how to do stuff. Okay, so AI is also something similar thing. It is just used by machines to simulate human intelligence so that they can try and act like us. Okay, so they are used for variety of things, like they are used for solving problems, they're used for identifying data, making decisions. Like if you have a lot amount of data, but you want to, and it is very difficult for you to actually analyze it, so AI helps you doing it. So it can help you increase your productivity by making your life and task a little bit easier. So हम लोग एक छोटा सा समरी ले लेंगे कि एआई क्या होता है और इसमें हमें क्या क्या चीजें बताया गया है. सो इसमें हमें बेसिकली बस इतना ही जानना है कि एआई बेसिकली एक टेक्निक है, एक टेक्नोलॉजी है जिससे हम एक मशीन को इंटेलिजेंट बनाते हैं हमारी तरह. सो हम लोग यानी ह्यूमंस, हम लोग जिस तरह से सोचते हैं, जिस तरह से बर्ताव करते हैं, वैसे मशीन बर्ताव करे. वो सिखाने का जो टेक्नोलॉजी है उसको हम लोग एआई बोलते हैं. और इसको हम लोग कौन कौन से जगह पर यूज करते हैं उसे देखते हैं. सो इसको हम लोग गेमिंग में यूज करते हैं. आप सब लोग गेमिंग करते रहेंगे, राइट? सो विच आर द काइंड ऑफ गेम्स दैट यू प्ले? Chess, PUBG, Minecraft, Pac-Man. So all of these games and many other games, everything has a computer player, right? So you play a one player game or a two-player game. When you're a one player game, so the other part, the second player, is generally a computer. So how is it trained? It's an example of artificial intelligence. Similarly, in healthcare, we have seen that diagnosis and surgery is done by using AI. In entertainment, एंटरटेनमेंट में जब आप यूट्यूब ब्राउज करते हैं, नेटफ्लिक्स यूज करते हैं, इंस्टाग्राम ब्राउज करते हैं, तो आपका नेक्स्ट पोस्ट क्या आने वाला है, दैट इज डिजाइंड बाय एल्गोरिदम्स, एंड दीज एल्गोरिदम्स यूज मशीन लर्निंग एंड एआई टेक्निक्स टू डिसाइड कि आप.
स्क्रीन अनअवेलेबल आ रहा है, 1 मिनट रुकते हैं.
ओके, I'm just calling to check. हाँ? आएगा तो बता देना, चालू होगा।
Yes,
Okay.
Suman, we can start.
Yeah, we can start now. Sorry, students. So I think there was a uh, there was a minor glitch because of which the stream went unavailable. A small minor glitch on the technical side. We are live now and we are ready to resume. So we were discussing about different kind of applications of AI where AI is used. So, for example, we use it in industries like gaming for games, for healthcare in the field of diagnosis and surgery. Similarly, in the field of entertainment, we use it for algorithms, like to decide what exactly comes next. Like आप जब ब्राउज करते हैं यूट्यूब या इंस्टाग्राम तो नेक्स्ट यूट्यूब का वीडियो कौन सा आएगा, so that all is designed using algorithm and machine learning technique. Similarly, building robots, you have seen robots like Sophia, जो recently it was like एक साल पहले it was very much popular and all over the place because it used to converse with people and it used to behave and talk to them. So similarly, there are different kind of robots used in industries and factories also. Like Amazon warehouse consists of a lot of robots that helps like take the parcel and move it and use it for dispatchment very easily. Okay, so up in the next topic, let's have a look at what generative AI is. Okay, generative AI is a small branch of AI which helps you to generate different content. Like when you use these AI techniques to generate different type of content, such as let's say text, pictures, video, audio, anything. Let's say presentations like what we are presenting now. These all type of stuff are called as generative AI. So this is a kind of a simple artificial intelligence system जो हमें हेल्प करता है कि अलग अलग तरह का कंटेंट बनाने में, जैसे टेक्स्ट हो गया, वीडियो हो गया, पिक्चर्स हो गया, ऑडियो हो गया, एक्सेट्रा। बहुत सारे अलग अलग तरह के जनरेटिव एआई टूल्स होते हैं जिसमें से हम कुछ यूज करेंगे आज। सो अलग अलग तरह के जो टूल्स होते हैं वो कुछ कुछ टेक्स्ट जनरेशन टूल्स होते हैं जैसे चैट जीपीटी, जिसको हम लोग आज डिटेल में देखेंगे। इसके अलावा वी ऑल्सो हैव मेनी ऑडियो टूल्स जो वॉइस जनरेट करता है। लाइक आप टेक्स्ट लिख कर दे दोगे और उससे वॉइस ऑटोमेटिकली जनरेट होगा। वैसे भी कुछ विजुअल टूल्स होता है लाइक डैली, मिड जर्नी, ऐसे जो टूल्स होते हैं, दीज आर बेसिकली इमेज जनरेटर्स। Similarly, coding, like people, there are many software developers you who are actually interested in using like taking and generating bytes of code. So GitHub Copilot and even to some extent Chat GPT helps you generate code a lot easily. Now coming to the next and the most important thing that we'll be focusing today with respect to our competition Tinkerpreneur. So Chat GPT. So Chat GPT in the last few months, it is being used very extensively. It was considered as the fastest application to reach 1 million downloads, even faster than WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook ever. So ChatGPT basically it is a simple tool that we'll be using right now after this, which will be trying to create human-like conversations using chat. So consider करो कि एक मशीन है जिससे आप चैट कर रहे हो और वो मशीन बहुत ज्यादा इंटेलिजेंट है, तो ये मशीन को हम लोग चैट जीपीटी बोलते हैं। Okay, so now let's have a look at what all stuff we can do. We'll be doing some of these stuff right now. So it can write code, it can create different type of marketing content, it can translate, it can create recipes, it can create summary of websites, it can actually even put on some, create a story around it. Let's say you set some context and you tell it that prepare a story around this context, it will be able to create it. It will be also able to generate scripts for movies. So all of these we'll be trying out right now. So the most important thing that you are waiting for, let's go and implement ChatGPT and try out with different things. Okay, so basically to use ChatGPT, I'll just first just Google what ChatGPT is. Okay. So, and I've just typed ChatGPT on Google. Okay. So the first result that appears over here, let's click on it. So now first we'll see that how do we use ChatGPT and how to get started. So over here you get try ChatGPT. Okay. So there are two models of ChatGPT. One is ChatGPT 3 and one is ChatGPT 4. The version of ChatGPT 3 is free to use for everyone. So we'll be using that for now. ChatGPT 4 is a bit advanced version, which is able to browse the internet, and there are many more extra features, but it comes with a per month cost. So for our purpose and whatever we need to do, we'll be using ChatGPT 3, and that is sufficient to do everything. ओके सो अभी इसको यूज कैसे करना है तो स्टार्ट करते हैं सबसे पहले मैं यहाँ पर ट्राई चैट जीपीटी पे क्लिक करूंगा okay so I've already used ChatGPT a lot as you can see so for using different type of content so I've been using ChatGPT over the last 3 months so to do anything there are some few examples that ChatGPT has given like what all things you can type over here so I'll try first I'll try to click on one of these and see what happens. So the first prompt that I give, the prompt is nothing but जो मैं यहाँ पर type करता हूँ इसी को हम लोग prompt बोलेंगे. So got any creative ideas for a 10-year-old birthday? Let's try. Let's send it. And let's see what ChatGPT gives us. As you can see, a new chat is created over here. And it is auto-generating all the content. What all things we can do for a 10-year-old's birthday. So let's say here are some examples that it has suggested. You can let me know in the chat whether these are useful or not. So first, it's an outdoor adventure. So we can organize a nature theme park. Nice idea. This other examples it has given is that you can do a science party. Okay. There is another cool theme that it has given. It has a superhero training camp where we can actually transform the party venue into a superhero training camp. Wow, that is very nice. एक और एग्जांपल जो दिया गया है वो है कि आउटडोर मूवी नाइट एक मूवी नाइट ऑर्गेनाइज करो बर्थडे पार्टी के दिन अनदर इज गिवन लाइक अ स्पोर्ट्स एक्स्ट्रावेगेंजा सो एक स्पोर्ट्स का एक कंपटीशन अ स्पोर्ट्स थीम पार्टी वाओ नाइस आइडिया सो बेसिकली मैंने क्या किया मैंने यहाँ पर कुछ भी टाइप किया और उसके बेसिस पे मुझे यहाँ बहुत सारे इनपुट्स और आउटपुट्स मिले so how does it generate these kind of inputs and outputs so these outputs are generating based on the training it is provided कोई भी एआई मॉडल को अगर हमें यूज करना है कोई भी एआई मॉडल को बनाना है तो हमें उसको ट्रेन करना होगा कंसीडर करो एक कंप्यूटर है जिसपे कुछ नॉलेज नहीं है तो आप पहले उसको ट्रेन करोगे कि बर्थडे क्या होता है फिर उसको हम ट्रेन करेंगे कि 10 साल का बच्चा कैसा होता है और कैसा क्या क्या चीज यूज करता है आफ्टर दैट वील बी सीइंग कि एक्चुअली में उसको क्या क्या चीजें होता है अभी के ट्रेंड के हिसाब से ऐसा ना हो कि 1960s का थीम आइडियाज हो दे which is not relevant right now. So similarly, it is trained on, let's say, millions of different type of content that is already available. And based on that, it is providing this kind of information or intelligence. Okay. So today what we'll be doing is that we'll be trying out different type of tasks. Okay. So the first task is that we'll be trying to see how it can solve math problems. Okay. So what kind of math problems can it solve? Let's see. Uh, let's take a very simple example to start with. What is 24 multiplied by 576? Okay, so let's take this example. What is 24 multiplied by 576? Okay, it gives me an answer that the 24 multiplied by 576 is equal to 13,824. So this is an example of a very simple problem. Let's say I want to learn about, tell me the mathematical importance of pi, that is 3.14, and where it is used. Okay, so now it is telling me that how pi is used, what kind of a ratio is it, where which all fields it is used in. Okay, let's have a look at what it has generated. So some key aspects it has stated that it's used in geometry, trigonometry, calculus, probability and statistics, number theory, cryptography, chaos theory. Wow, very interesting, right? So similarly, uh, what what everything that comes over here is important on the question. So if I just ask, if we were to just ask ki pi kya hota hai, what is pi? A simple question. So it would have just told ki pi is 3.14 and it is a irrational a number which has the ratio of a circumference of a circle, that is to the diameter. So that is a simple thing it would. But now I told where it is used. So it has told me which all aspects where pi can actually be used in. Okay. So time to move to the next task. Write a book summary. Okay. So any book summary, what is your favorite book that you have used? Shubham, would you like to share any, what is your favorite book? Let's try.
The Sapiens,
Uh, which one? Sorry.
The Sapiens,
Okay, The Sapiens by
Sapiens.
Yuval Noah Harari.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. So I'll just write a prompt stating that write a book summary for the book The Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. Okay, let's have a look what it says. Okay, so first it has given me a 4 paragraph summary, and then it has also summarized it into a 3 line thing, like what is Sapiens actually about. So, so Shubham, what do you think? Like, is this correct based on your experience reading the book?
Yeah, definitely. It's very nicely summarized.
Okay. So this is what ChatGPT can be used for. It can be used for different type of tools like book summary. You can even write a movie summary based on it, and you can actually use it for different type of content. So how does it actually get, how these all these stuff get powered is that like there are a lot of supercomputers, there are a lot of servers at the back end of OpenAI office, which has, whenever you type this prompt, that is write a book summary for the book The Sapiens, it goes into the server. So in the server there is a lot of processing done. What is this book about? What the different type of authors have told? Is there any mention about a summary that on the internet that is already available? It might pick some part about it. Then it would apply its own theory similar to how we go about it, and it would create the summary. Okay. Similarly, there are a lot of new stuff that you can do. So one thing that we find very useful is that write a translation. So it has created a summary in English, but let's say I don't know what French is, but let's say I have a friend by the name Killian. So who is French, who does not understand English. So I just ask Chat GPT to translate this book summary into French language. Okay, this I'm doing one of my for one of my good friends, Killian, who doesn't understand English. Let's see. So, so this is another application that you can use ChatGPT for. So let's say you're building an app, but you want to have different type of translations for your app. So you can actually use these kind of ChatGPT to develop translations. There are a set of languages which ChatGPT 3 uses. So based on that, you'll be able to translate it into whatever language you wish to. Okay. So another thing is that you can actually write a poetry. So ChatGPT can also be used to create different type of poetry. Let's say we have Atal Tinkering Labs, right? So let's try to create a small poetry for Atal Tinkering Labs. So it can even create some kind of verses. So here are some verses that it suggests. You can have a look and let me know that whether these are useful or not. Uh, so these are some of the gimmicky kind of a stuff we can do. It can even help you write code. So if I ask it to write a Python program to create a dictionary for Indian cricket team players. Let's see what it does. So here is an example of the Python program, a kind of a dictionary-based Python program it has created. So it has given the different keys are the name and the jersey number. Like Virat Kohli has 18 as his jersey number, Rohit Sharma has it first 45, Jasprit Bumrah 33, Ravindra Jadeja 8. Okay, so these are the jersey numbers that it has assigned, and these are different names that it has. So similarly, if I would have told that I want whether he's a batsman, bowler, or an all-rounder, it would have done that also. So everything depends on what kind of a prompt. So the detailing that you give over here, if I write a one paragraph, a 5-line prompt, so it will give me much more accurate results. So because it's a machine, right? उसको पता नहीं है कि उसको exactly क्या करना है, तो आपको exactly उसको समझाना पड़ेगा. जितने ज्यादा डिस्क्रिप्टिव और जितना ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन आप उसको प्रॉम्प्ट में दे सको, तो यहाँ पर आपको देना होगा और उस बेसिस पे वो आपको करके देगा. ओके. सो क्या आपने एक और चीज ऑब्जर्व किया कि यहाँ पर अभी उन्होंने क्रिकेट टीम के बारे में बताया, बट इसमें अभी भी कुछ प्लेयर्स है जो अभी खेल नहीं रहे इंडियन टीम में, लाइक शिखर धवन. ही हैज नॉट प्लेड फॉर इंडियन टीम सिंस अ फ्यू मंथ्स, राइट? So this is because it is using data till the end of 2021. So from 2022, it is not using data. So this is one of the drawbacks of ChatGPT 3. So you will not get the availability of recently available data. So it is being trained on data before 2022. So if you want to use the recent data, or you want to use try and scrape the wave, try in finding or find out information on the internet, so you'll have to use ChatGPT 4. Okay. So now coming about to Tinkerpreneur. Okay. So in Tinkerpreneur, you need to create digital ventures, right? So here are some exercises that we'll be trying to do right now, based on which like I hope that these will be useful for you in your Tinkerpreneur competition also, right? So let's say, so now we'll be writing different type of prompts to, let's say, get some business ideas. Okay, so let's write a prompt together. So first for creating a business idea, the prompt can be something like, I want to create a digital business, okay, which is using machine learning and AI. Or let's say, let's take a different technology, for example. I want to create a simple digital business using, let's say, blockchain. So I can write the exact words and what it has to do. Okay. Let's take a more simpler example for now. Let's try to develop a e-commerce business and what kind of business ideas it can give. Write some examples of very innovative and new business ideas in the field of e-commerce. Okay, so this is it should be something very novel and, let's say, technologically advanced. I'm just writing anything that comes to my mind right now. Okay, Let's see what kind of business ideas it gives. Okay, so it has generated the content. So let's see what the response is about. So the first idea that it gives is that there are some virtual try-on for clothing or accessories. So basically using AR to allow customers to try on clothing before they purchase it. Very innovative. Another is that AI powered personalized shopping assistant. Okay, this looks good. Drone, another is drone delivery service. One is 3D printing customizable products. Okay, and another is that a subscription box service with AI curation. So let's, for our further examples, let's take one of these examples. Like I'll take AI powered shopping assistant. Okay, so this will be our major thrust on from now. Let's see the next task. Let's create some blog articles. Okay, first let's create some taglines. Write some taglines और slogans. So taglines basically बहुत simple चीज होता है. Like Nike का आपने देखा होगा कि just do it. Adidas का आपने देखा होगा impossible is nothing. So these are some taglines or slogans that the companies use. Uh, some taglines for my new company. Let's say, let's ask it to give some names also of the company. Based on, so I'll just copy it from here. So it's AI powered shopping assistant. Let's see what kind of names this chat GPT give our company. Okay, so first is that our AI VO, that is artificial intelligence virtual operator, and the slogan or tagline it is given is that your personalized shopping companion in the digital age. Okay, another is Shop Smart AI, shopping made smarter with AI powered assistants. Then there is Persona AI, personal AI shopper. These are some of the names that it has given. If you don't like it, you can ask it to give some more names also. So because it's a computer engine, right? So you can, it's not like a normal person who will be a bit angry or frustrated when you ask them something. So it is an AI engine. So you can ask whatever you want. Let's say suggest some more. I did not like it, something like that. So something different. Okay. Okay. So here are some different names and taglines it has suggested. Okay. So let's take, okay, let's take this one, Smart Shop AI. Okay. And we'll use this Smart Shop AI for our further use. Okay. Next, we'll try to ask it to create a article that will go on the blog. So write an article on of, okay, I'll just copy it from here. So here are the company name and tagline I need. So ChatGPT can also be used to write some kind of a blog article. So let's say what kind of a blog article it generates. So you can directly copy it and you can paste it on your thing. But the thing is that it is very important whenever you use any kind of AI generated content, it is very important to verify it for fact checking, for different type of purposes, because AI is an engine, right? An engine, though it tries to be perfect, but it is never perfect. So every time you need to apply your own brain over and above this so that you get the exact things. So here is the title it has suggested, and here is this blog article. We can directly copy paste it and create your own blog. Okay. So next thing is that suggest some, let's take, because marketing and brand building is another very important session that we'll be doing in Tinkerpreneur. So let's ask it to create some uh, marketing plan for the company. Let's say, okay. So a marketing plan basically is it's an outline of all the activities that you'll be doing to make your company successful. So after you build the product, the next thing is that you will be selling it your product to the different people, right? So marketing is basically जिस तरह से आप अपने प्रोडक्ट को अलग अलग लोगों तक पहुंचाते हो और उनको जानकारी देते हो कि मेरे प्रोडक्ट में ये है। लेट्स से हमारा जो एआई का जो अभी प्रोडक्ट बना है, तो उसके लिए हम लोग क्या क्या तरह के मार्केटिंग टेक्निक्स यूज कर सकते हैं। Okay. So here are the different steps it is suggesting. First it is asking me to define who my audience is, then identify the USP for it. What will be the messaging that will be going? What will be the influencer marketing aspects that we will have to do? What kind of partnerships we'll have to do? Okay. So similarly, another thing is that now if our marketing is ready, we want to publish some social media posts. Okay. Right. Let's ask it to write some social media post captions. Okay. Let's see what kind of social media post captions we. So if I specify that I want something for LinkedIn, it will curate it according to LinkedIn. If I ask it to specify something for Instagram, it will be creating something for Instagram with the kind of hashtags that is relevant for that. If I want it for something for Twitter, it will create something in less than 160 characters. So similarly, it has, here are some kind of content that it has suggested. Okay. Okay, so these are the different type of tools that you can do. Apart from this, what all things you can do is that you can add, like, let's say you want to create a video. So you can ask ChatGPT to actually create a video script. So what you will do is that you will enter a prompt, write a video script for my video, kind of a launch video for this product, and then it will be and give some description about the product, and based on that, it will be able to create your own site. Okay. And then launch plan, then there can be some kind of elevator pitches and all. These all things can also be mentioned. So these kind of exercises, the list of exercises also, I asked ChatGPT yesterday, what all kind of exercises that you can do for a competition like Tinkerpreneur. So these are some of the exercises that it has actually suggested. So ये सब चीजें वहां से आ रही है। क्या क्या चीजें चैट जीपीटी नहीं कर सकती है। ओके, सो चैट जीपीटी कुछ कुछ चीजें नहीं, बहुत इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर चैट जीपीटी टू डू। फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट थिंग इज दैट ChatGPT 3 is using content from, like I think it's still end of December 2021. So from the Jan 2022, it is not using the content, the online content. So that's why there can be some factual errors. There can be some errors in the content and code because it's an engine and it depends how well it is trained. So there can be some kind of errors in the content and the code, the computer programming code that it is developing. There can be some legal and ethical issues. So I'll just share something that I saw in the newspaper today itself. So today's Times of India newspaper, on the front page, it has a headline that a lawyer from New York, he was actually using ChatGPT for his case. But he actually asked all the details, what kind of previous cases are there, but it actually turned out factually incorrect. So he was actually summoned, there were some sanctions imposed on him. So these kind of tools, these kind of errors can happen. So whenever you use any kind of generative AI tool, so you can actually, you need to factually verify it from the internet, apply your own brain. It's a machine, right? So you need to apply your own brain and your critical thinking ability to make it very, very useful. Next thing is that personalized advice. So you can, like, there are people who we have seen that they go to ChatGPT and they say that I am having cough. Can you recommend some medicines? So these kind of stuff you need to go to the doctor and you need to ask, right? Because ChatGPT won't be able to give you anything personalized because they don't know who Suman is or Shubham is or Rahul is or Dhruv is. So he or she, like the machine won't be able to know your medical history or anything, right? So based on that, so kind of personal advice, like you need to try and avoid asking it for personalized advice. Some kind of limitations, some limitations, it is like we already mentioned, like it's not fact checked, it has no common sense and any creativity. So based on the common sense, the data or common sense it has been fed on, so based on that it acts. And there is also very important kind of problem that we have seen is that the potential bias. There is a bias that the ChatGPT creates based on the data it is trained. Recently, there were some political issues in the US, and like it was giving a right wing view or a left wing view for any topic. So it you need to be very careful because it, yes, it has some kind of bias, though they are trying to create it as neutral as possible, but it has some kind of bias, so you need to verify it. Okay, so we are proceeding towards the end of the session. So these are some three tools that are very interesting that I would actually ask you all to try out after this session. Okay, so these are some tools other than ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is not the only generative AI tool. You can also use Google Bard, which is also very easy. Okay, and it is also completely free. So you can also try out Google Bard for your uses or for help, like creating different type of content for Tinkerpreneur. So these are three kind of special tools that we have seen. One is Beethoven AI. So this tool is very interesting. So you can just type this on Google and you can go to the site, and it is basically you helping you create your own music. Like you're creating different type of videos, right? For ATL marathon also you created your own video, but for that you need to have your own music. You can't use any song from any Bollywood music in your video, right? There will be a copyright strike. So this Beethoven AI helps you create your own music, completely original, based on the prompts that you give. Tome is an example of a very interesting tool which helps you create PowerPoint presentations. Okay, you give some kind of input, it will create cell a kind of a 8 slide or 10 slide presentation based on it. Then there are tools like DALI and Midjourney, wherein you give prompts like these. Like let's say I want to create a prompt, I give a prompt like design an image of an Indian kid studying computer science in his classroom. So it will be creating an own AI art based on that. Okay, another one is this one is 11 Labs. 11 Labs is very interesting. So we have recently launched a podcast series of Tinkerpreneur, right? So 11 Labs is something, a kind of AI speech to text, sorry, text to speech synthesizing AI. Like अगर आपको समझो कि अगर आपको टेक्स्ट डालना है और उससे आपको बात करवाना है, लाइक एक कंप्यूटर मशीन से नरेट कराना है, लेट से आपने एक वीडियो बनाना है, उसके आपने म्यूजिक के अलावा आपको नरेशन भी देना है, तो आप वो टेक्स्ट को पूरा का पूरा टाइप कर दोगे, एग्जैक्टली वही चीज को यूज करके एआई अपने हिसाब से नरेट करेगा. So these are some simple tools that I would suggest you all to try out after the session ends. You have a lot of time. All of these tools have a free version, so you can go over. There are no payment along anything required. You can just go on the site, just experiment using it, and try to generate different type of content. Okay, so this brings out to the end of the session. Hope you all have learned a lot about artificial intelligence and how you can use chat gpt, generative AI, and how you'll be using it in your Tinkerpreneur. Okay, so next, uh, what's next? Okay, so you have learned about chat gpt in your first session. This is your first session, but there are many more weeks to come in the Tinkerpreneur journey. Right now, let's have a look at what Tinkerpreneur is and the different type of things that you'll be doing on these weeks. Okay. Uh, okay, Shubham. So can you explain? I'll try to load the calendar till then. If you can
Yeah,
explain.
sure. So, students, you have learned the very first skill, Chat GPT. It has been included for this year, Tinkerpreneur, at the very first time. Okay, all the other 17 skills you are watching on the content on KidX portal has already been available for the last 2 years as well. Okay, so please make sure that you start attempting and reading the content of all these 17, 18 digital skills. Okay, and there is a quiz attached to each of these digital skill. Each quiz is live. Okay, and here is the calendar for all of the sessions which we would be holding for you. Okay, so we are sitting on June 10, Learn GPT. We have today have learned about Chat GPT. Okay, and then June 13th is our second session where we would be learning the cyber security. Cyber security is not the skill which is present on the content part, but we have tried to make it as a learning skill for you as an additional skill, which is very important in this early age as well. Okay, then we would be starting with our week 2, where June 16 we would be coming up with our expert session on how to build and refine your digital products. Okay, coming down, Suman. Yeah, so then each week, starting from week 2, we would be also having hand hold me session by the students. So these sessions would be taken up by the students and for the students. Okay, so you would be learning it more, ki how they have developed their product in the previous two seasons. Then coming on to week 3, we would be learning about the business models, how to create and develop them. Okay, there would be expert session and handhold me session for each week. Then week 4, we would be learning about digital marketing and digital branding. Okay, and then coming on to the week 5, we have business finance, very nicely curated expert session. July 6th and July 9th is the handhold me session. Then we would be learning about how to build up your online store on July 13 and July 16. Then comes to the last week, week 7, which is the final sales and investor pitch is July 20 and July 23 is the handhold me session. So July 24, we would be ending the boot camp with a very special session. It's in store for you. And August 6th is the final submission of the pitch deck. Okay. Each of the content for every week has four major things. I am repeating and listen to me very carefully. Four major things. Okay. And over the email, we have also sent the manual for you to on how you can operate the KidX portal. Okay. So first thing first, on each of the content on the second bullet, you would be finding out a PDF version on everything. Okay, and then there would be the fifth or the last bullet, which would be the assignment submission. The template of the assignment submission is given there. Then the second tab of your content would be the quiz section. Okay, where you can attempt the quiz. It's a very simple a quiz for 5 to 6 questions where you can just test your knowledge. Okay, then third tab is the my videos section where you can just see the videos. We have uploaded all the videos of all the content. Okay. And then at the last, you would be having the submissions tab where you would be submitting your assignments. Assignments can be submitted only in three forms: PDF, video, or image form. And we have explicitly written on each of the content on how you can submit those assignments. Okay. So you are now sitting on week 1. Calm yourself down and just learn on those digital skills for week 1. Keep your week 1 parked for only digital skills, because if you rush, then you won't be getting the proper mentoring support on how to build that product more effectively. Okay. Now, at the very last of it, a special announcement, or you can say a special screen share by Suman. So this is our channel on Spotify, ATL Tinkerpreneur 2023. Okay, on Spotify, you can just type ATL Tinkerpreneur 2023 and you would be getting the Telugu, Tamil, Punjabi, and other regional languages podcast. Okay, but these podcasts would be starting from week 2. Okay, so we would be uploading more and more languages here. So right now you have Punjabi, Kannada, Gujarati, Hindi, Bengali. Telugu, all of them for
Yeah, I
week
think
two.
some more are
We
coming,
would
right?
we would be adding 4 and 5 more, so total 12 regional languages for each week. And this podcast would be updated as we go along for each of the week. Okay, so as soon as we would be starting on week three, all the week three regional languages podcast would be uploaded.
Yeah.
And
And
for
one more
this,
thing
I
I
would
wanted
like
to
to
mention.
thank all the mentors who
Sure.
have volunteered for recording their podcast and giving us the best of the content we can have. It is the 15-20 minute short podcast where you just can listen and just learn those skills, polish your skills even further. Yeah, and thank you so much, Suman, for joining us and giving that overview of how ChatGPT can be used in a more effective way, both in their own personal lives as well as in the Tinkerpreneur journey. And I just hope that all these students would be using this ChatGPT in a more effective and ethical manner. Okay, and just try to use it for a more purposeful sense. Okay, and yes, it is a very powerful tool and trending tool as well. Okay. We would be also scheduling some of the orientation sessions for mentors as well as students in the upcoming week. So stay tuned with AIM. And I hope that all of you have joined the Telegram channel of ATL Tinkerpreneur 2023. If not, please look out for your emails. And the very first link is for the Telegram link which you can join to get the all updates of Tinkerpreneur. Okay, so for the expert session, this is it. And on June 13th, we would be joining you to learn cyber security. Okay, and there are some tremendous speakers we have onboarded this time for Tinkerpreneur. Thank you all educators, teachers, students, mentors for joining. Suman, any last word from you?
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining. Hope you all enjoyed it. So just before going out, do subscribe to our channel and like this video and share it with your friends also so that they learn. Do try to attend as many sessions as much as possible so that your digital product is the most innovative and the best one. So all the best.
Thank you, everyone.